Men overcomplicate talking to women when it's actually so simple. All you have to do is first approach them, but not like that. Then you start off a basic conversation, just not like that. Give her a compliment, no, not like that, and ask her about her interests. No, not like that though. From there, go ahead and ask if she wants to go out sometime, but not like that. Find a nice place to take her. No, not that one. Make sure you keep asking her getting to know you questions. No, not those ones. End the night in a cute but non-aggressive way. No, definitely not like that. By that point, you'll totally have it in the bag. Or you won't, and she'll leave you on red and ghost you. See? It's that easy.
So she gets to find out firsthand what it's like dating as a man.
So one of my guy friends gave me permission to make a Hinge account for him because I was telling him how easy dating is with dating apps. And he was telling me that it's incredibly difficult. And I was like, Pete, you must be doing something wrong. And he gave me permission to create an account for him and just run the account. I've been a virtual boy for 3 days and I've never felt this bad about myself. I feel like a freaking loser trying to get these girls to like me. And I'm starting to hate women because I'm like, when I say I mean Pete, because that's the account I'm using. Pete's about a 6. But I'm so desperate, I'm liking the 2s and the 3s, and even they won't like me back. Pete, which is a 6. So what level of delusion has entered women's heads? Like, what is going on? It is so difficult dating as a boy. I hate it. I'm on day 3 of being a boy, and I hate women, and I'm more depressed than ever.
Yo, the level of delusion is through the roof when it comes to women on dating apps. But shout out to this chick for even giving it a try, because her whole point was to prove her man's Pete wrong. And you know, women love nothing more than being right, and that's why she said I'm gonna make a dating app, and we're gonna see. And she sees quick that even the 2s and the 3s, that's how desperate she was getting, wasn't even accepting her shit, because those 2s and 3s have smashed 7, 8s, and 9s, because those dudes smash 10s and they smash 3s, and now their ceiling on those 2s and 3s is a guy that's like a 7 and 8, which is delusional as hell. On top of that, as a woman, she seems cute, so her swipes are probably through the roof. She probably got a laundry list worth of people and simps that's ready to date her and do whatever. Not to say that those guys are any substance, but you know, there's still dudes that'll show her attention and all that, and she's thinking it's gonna translate to a dude doing it, and it's not. She finds out firsthand, dudes swipe like crazy and hardly get any likes back. You gotta be Superman to even get a date nowadays when it comes to being a dude. And she finds out, she even talks about, I'm hating women, getting depressed, because as a woman, they like to be right, they like the attention. And as playing this dude Pete, who's a 6, he's a 5 is average, so he's above average according to her, and he can't get. Her whole point is to prove him wrong, because chicks like to be right, and she can't do it because the truth is, it's hard dating as a man. The entitled women, the hypergamy, the inflation, the hoflation, it's crazy. And there are good women out there, but on dating apps, it's just not it. So shout out to her. She found out real quick, because it didn't take that long, what it's like dating as a man, and that ain't easy.
And you loved him, you would care about those things. You would be concerned if he was tired. You wouldn't want him to overwork himself. A lot of people, especially people who work blue-collar jobs, even just going to the store and grabbing flowers after a long day of work is a big ask. Your feet hurt, you're exhausted, you can barely walk. No, you should care. You should want your man home with you, even if that means you don't get flowers as often. You should want his hard-earned money used well because he works hard for it. Some women expect flowers constantly. And while I love flowers myself, it needs to be within reason, because that can add up quick and get really expensive.
A level of disdain towards women with kids, we are like at an all-time high. And I don't remember experiencing that when I had my son coming up dating.
I'm Gen X, and when I was growing up, dating a single mother wasn't a big deal. I mean, it was a big deal, but it wasn't really something that we talked about. Now, I can't speak for all Gen Xers, but I am saying me, the guys I knew, and people around me, we didn't have those conversations. Nobody sat us down and told us, don't date a single mother. I'm pretty sure some Gen Xers had that conversation, but the conversation back then wasn't nowhere like it is now. Now that's all you hear is men screaming, don't date single mothers. We didn't have podcasts or platforms telling us the whole story, helping us understand what comes with being a stepfather. So a lot of us were blind. We didn't know what we were doing, but this new generation of men, they got that. This is why a lot of these younger men are not doing it. They're staying away from it. I would see a girl walking down the street with a baby stroller. I would go over there and talk to her like the baby wasn't even there. See a girl at the mall with a kid. I didn't care about the kid. I still still was gonna go talk to her. My second girlfriend had a baby, and I jumped right in that relationship, didn't even think twice about it. I was gonna be a stepfather to her kid. Wasn't even a thought, I was just gonna do it. I'm only saying to say, I believe the reason why so many women are walking around now with kids who think it's not a big deal, who just expect you to deal with it, expect you to take it.
Now, give me the paycheck, and take these children, 'cause I'm tired of dealing with this by myself.
They don't even like acknowledge it like it's a problem. It's based on what we did in my generation. But it's different now. And I see so many women coming online talking about how men need to adapt to the way things are. And there is some truth to that. But you women gotta adapt too. Men are different. We are speaking to each other. And the reason why so many women are frustrated is because they were just used to men just going along with stuff. We never talked about what we want and what we need in a relationship. We never talked about what we expect. We didn't ask what you bring to the table. So the women were just running rampant. All they had to do was look good and the men were gonna chase after them. And they hate channels like mine where I'm up here talking to men, trying to keep them from making the same mistakes that a lot of us made. But these channels are necessary. When it comes to single mothers, you'll never hear me saying you should never date a single mother. I just don't think a single man with no kids should date a single mother. I don't think that's a smart move. But I do believe being a stepdad could be a good thing. There are a lot of people out there right now who wouldn't be where they are if they didn't have a stepdad. So stepdads are important, but you just need to fully understand what you are going to get when you sign up for that. And growing up, we didn't have that. Again, I can't speak for all men, but I can tell you, me and my friends, we never talked about not dating a woman because she had kids. We just did whatever. We are the ones you need to blame for the women who don't believe having kids is an issue at all. I think that's based on what Gen X did.
So I was talking to my friend who's a man. He can't help it. And we were talking about why it seems like women are just abandoning men en masse right now. Like why we're all giving up on men.
Blah, blah, blah. Gender slop. The reality of dating is a lot of people are running away from men because they can't get the ones that they want. And that's the same thing for the guys, right? A lot of guys who say, I'm tired of dating is because they're not getting women that they want. That's how all of this works, right? Like y'all can sit here and pretend that, oh, there's something wrong with men. Oh, there's something wrong with women. And it's funny because if a man made this video, we'd call him an incel. You know what I mean? But it's like, y'all can sit here and make these videos and say that, you know, men are X, Y, and Z, bring up all the statistics and and say men are more likely to do this and that. But it's like, at the end of the day, the reasoning behind these videos is because you can't get men that you want. Because otherwise, if you actually didn't want to date men, you wouldn't complain online. Legitimately, bro, you'd just be like, oh, whatever. Like, I don't want to date men. But now you have to create reasonings behind why you're not doing it to cope. And that's what these videos are. It's like every time we try and make this conspiracy on, oh, women are leaving men in droves, and stop. Like, that's not happening. And if it is, it's not happening because of what you're saying. Because we see terrible people in relationships all the time. So what you're saying doesn't make sense.
Dating apps are losing users as more people report burnout, ghosting fatigue, and dissatisfaction with swipe culture. Let's talk about it. Because quite frankly, I don't know about anybody else, but I despise dating apps for multiple reasons. Number one, I know that it's probably a little hard to believe because I am so social online. But y'all, I'm really naturally introverted, and I also did not get a lot of attention growing up. I was the bullied, okay? Not the bully, I was the bullied. And you know, I kind of had like that ugly duckling syndrome, even though I was never ugly, but I just ain't know it. All of the things, right? So it already gave me severe anxiety to be put up on a platter like a menu item, to just be swiping left and right. I don't necessarily like that. But the introvert in me likes the online aspect because, like, it's not in public. You know what I'm saying? Could you imagine swiping left and right in person? Embarrassed. That's like that popping a balloon thing, but that's a different video for a different day because y'all know I don't like that. Anyway, the thing is, right? The ghosting fatigue, the burnout, like the options, especially Hinge be getting on my nerve. Talk about some, we found a perfect guy for you. He's very compatible, and whole time it's a gremlin. Cause what do you mean? I know you didn't just send that over here. Go to the back, because I know you got some more in the back. And I'm not paying for your little funky app. I done did that already. Still gremlins. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think somebody is behind it. Anyway, I want to know what y'all think, because I be finding people on the online streets who be saying that they found they love through the apps. I feel like some of y'all lying. It can't be that I'm the only person. Whoops. It can't be that I'm the only person who just not experiencing it. Am I tripping or not? Let me know in the comments.
A lot of these modern women don't really respect when a man says it's tough out here, and they have to learn the hard way. That's why you have women sitting out here, oh man, why aren't these women getting me any play? I'm a good person. Exactly. That's what men would be telling you. I'm a good person. Well, you're a nice guy. You're not kind. And I know you have other motives. I mean, eventually, yes, I would like to be intimate with my partner like you would. But that's not something that I led with. I led with being a genuinely good person and kind. I have a backbone. It's just that modern women are unstable and they're not really attracted to anybody but the Chads and the Tyrones. Stop trying to blame it all on me.
Women get custody because the court system favors them.
No, but okay.
And I'll tell you what.
Go on.
And men are punished for being traditional in this country. They are. Because the way the court system, and see this, I'm gonna talk about this because I know things. It's basically the person that spends the most time with the child. Well, if a man wants to protect and provide for his family, who does that punish? The guy for doing the right thing.
But the children spend more time with the mothers. Sometimes men are not as involved.
Correct.
But
it's because
children that want to go with
right.
the
It's because they're at work though.
Yeah.
But and then if you look at let's talk about what's in the best interest of the child. When you look at single father homes, they fare very similar to two-parent households. When you look at single mother homes, they become criminals.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
They become criminals, drug dealers, school shooters. Every really problem that you can look at in society comes from single mother homes. Single father homes, not the same.
And that's why you listen to your husband, because that looks like absolute. How hard would it have been to go to the store with him and pick out some rock? Maybe get some cute decorative ones if you insist? A lot of ladies want a man that will lead, but then when he gives his input, like in a situation like this where he clearly knew what he was talking about, you don't listen. Yeah, maybe you love it, but are you going to be the one maintaining it long term? Are you gonna go over there and when it's hot outside and pull the weeds and water everything? Or is this gonna be his responsibility that he then has to manage? Because that might be part of the reason why he wanted rock.
If there was one thing you wish men understood better about women, what would it be?
Like when something is fine, it's not fine. Like read between the lines.
You mean be a mind reader?
Yeah, exactly.
So men are expected to be mind readers.
Exactly.
Why do women often expect men to do things that they're not physically capable of?
I don't know. I haven't I don't do that. Like I don't expect men to do things they're incapable of.
Isn't that what you just said though?
Being a mind reader?
Well, you want us to read between the lines, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this. Who's better at communication, men or women?
Women.
So if men are worse at communication, why do so many women expect men to read their body language?
I think men are better communicators logically. Women are better with communicating emotionally.
Okay, can you think of any situation where logic wouldn't outweigh emotions?
I think logic should always outweigh emotion.
Yeah. You can't make this up, people.
So one of my guy friends gave me permission to make a Hinge account for him because I was telling him how easy dating is with dating apps. And he was telling me that it's incredibly difficult. And I was like, Pete, you must be doing something wrong. And he gave me permission to create an account for him and just run the account. I've been a virtual boy for 3 days. And I've never felt this bad about myself. I feel like a freaking loser trying to get these girls to like me. And I'm starting to hate women because I'm like, when I say I mean Pete, because that's the account I'm using. Pete's about a 6. But I'm so desperate, I'm liking the 2s and the 3s, and even they won't like me back, Pete, which is a 6. So what level of delusion has entered women's heads? Like, what is going on? It is so difficult dating as a boy. I hate it. I'm on day 3 of being a boy, and I hate women, and I'm more depressed than ever.
This is exactly what men have been saying for years about dating apps. Because first off, it is very rare for men to even get matches, especially matches with women that they are actually physically attracted to. And that is not because men are swiping only on supermodels, like they're only swiping on 10s. They are swiping right on a variety of women, just as long as they think that they could be attracted to her. But ladies, you have to understand that even when men find matches
matches, it is very rare for them to have an actually good conversation. Because usually you ladies are really dry texters and you will just ghost them oftentimes. So yeah, men have been complaining about this for the longest of times, which is why if you're a woman that is interested in a man off of a dating app, all you have to do is to show a little bit of effort. If you do that, that man is going to double down on the effort and the energy that he spends on you. He's going to pursue you and most likely be everything that you want him to be. It is like a no-fail way to end up with a boyfriend.
Why are men in their 50s only want young women? Because they're going through their midlife crisis, darling. When a man hits 50, they think they got one foot in the grave. And when they go get a young woman, they're trying to still keep their youth. So instead of going gently into that good night, they go get them a young woman to make them feel young again. Because they know they got that one foot in the grave. Like they're half of 100. So.
This is not to disrespect anyone. I'm only telling you what men think when you guys are online tearing men down. We seriously want to know, do you know what you look like? I'm talking about, do women really know when they're unattractive? Because when some of you talk down on men, we say to ourselves, look at her face. We say, and she had nerve to jump in front of a camera looking like that and then talk negative about someone. Do you women really know when you're too unattractive to be online shooting shots at someone? Do we need to start telling you guys when you're too unattractive to be online talking about someone? Because we will. This woman is in her 50s, littered in makeup, drawn on eyebrows, people's hair stapled in the top of her head. When you guys are online tearing men down looking the way that some of you look, we say, but look at her lips. She has a permanent smile just like the Joker from the first Batman. We say to ourselves, where does she get the audacity? We say, is she crazy? And then we say, back to the streets with her. Turbulence, people.
If men's jobs disappeared tomorrow, society would crumble. If women's jobs disappeared tomorrow, society would be fine.
Oh, really? Who's going to raise all the children?
Women aren't even raising their own kids. They're in daycare.
That's actually
They're
incorrect.
in daycare and public school. No, it's $1 billion industry.
It is $1 billion industry,
Yeah.
but statistically, women have the majority of childcare burden. And not a lot of people can afford daycare nowadays.
Well, who is the kid spending the most time with if the mom's at work? Most mothers work nowadays. So the kid is spending more time at school or at daycare.
So men, if you're listening and you're like, what am I missing? Start to yearn. It's time to yearn. I was dating a boy in high school and he was a big yearner. Let me rephrase. We didn't date because he was yearning for me for 9 months. Long enough to carry
That
a full
is the
childhood
hard
term.
thing about loving a yearner is that you're probably never going to date them.
He would drive really far, like 30 minutes to pick me up from school, and he would have a new gift for me every time he picked me up. One time it was a Vera Bradley satchel.
And
one time
you-
it was a Juicy Couture watch.
Oh my God, what happened to him?
He cheated on me. So.
Every time you have another kid by another man or multiple kids by multiple men, your dating pool of men that will take you serious and want to date you to marry you and see you as a wifey prospect and see you as somebody they want to build their life with and take serious gets smaller, 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 smaller. And that's just bottom line, period, end of story, end of discussion, no argument. I keep seeing this discourse on TikTok about single moms and dating single moms and who doesn't want to date single moms and, oh, you're not worthy and all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. As a former single mom of 2 kids with 2 baby daddies, I have the room to say what I'm about to say. And that's a hard truth to swallow as a woman that, hey, I made this decision thinking I trusted this person and wanted to have a family with this person and it didn't work out. And now because of that, there's like a whole group of men that don't even like see me as a dating. Yes. And that's just it.
A lot of men avoid divorced women and single moms. Not because they're bad people, okay? But because of the baggage that comes with it. Let's break it down, shall we? A divorced woman usually carries emotional scars. She's been through betrayal, conflict, failure, child custody, and often she hasn't healed from it. That pain doesn't just disappear. It bleeds into the next relationship. Men can feel that bitterness, that distrust, and most don't want to pay for what the last man did. Now let's talk about the single moms. It's not just about dating her, it's about inheriting her past. The ex is always in the picture. The baby daddy will be forever tied to her and her child. And no matter how great the guy is, he's never the first priority. Her kids will be. And they should be. The child should come first. But most men aren't signing up to be second place in their own relationship. It doesn't mean divorced women or single moms can't find love. That's not what I'm saying. But it does mean the pool is smaller. So stop shaming men for wanting less baggage. It's not hate, it's honesty. If you want a high value man, you've got to bring more than wounds and history to the relationship. You have to bring healing, peace, and partnership, because that's what men stay for.
I don't know what man needs to hear this, but you need to get off of Hinge. You need to get off of like dating apps. These dating apps are lying to you. They're pushing an algorithm that makes it seem like these girls don't want you or whoever doesn't want you. That is not true. You are worthy. You are attractive. Somebody out there wants you. There's like 7,000 people out there just for you. Okay? These apps are lying to you. They're fake as and they just want your money. It's literally a big CEO man who thinks he's hotter than you, smarter than you, and richer than you, and better than you. And he's making money off of hoping that you think you're a loser and that you get no. I hope you know that. Please look inward. These apps. Go outside. Do what you love, and you're gonna find your partner right there. I promise you. And the bright side is they'll enjoy what you enjoy.
And you know, the discussion that Pearl was having with the ladies, they're talking about child custody, right? And you know, I thought it was a very good point. And said, well, the person who spends the most time with the children will get custody of the children. Well, who's going to be doing that? The mom. Oh, well, you can do it too, yada yada yada. Yes, you could, as a father, you can and you should be there for your child, but there are a lot of things in life that would pull you away from spending that time with your child. Like if you were, you know, just laying home in bed, you know, something goes bump in the night, and a lot of time, you know, something going bump in the night happens a lot more often than you would think. A man would have to check all that stuff. Or, hey babe, could you go fill up my gas tank? Okay, I'll keep the children, you know, and cook dinner. I'll have dinner ready. But they're going to be with the mom while dad goes and fills up the gas tank. Hey, could you run to the store and get this, and this? He's on his way home from work and she's got the children. He got to stop at the grocery store. That's 30, 40 minutes. She didn't send I know modern women think they do, but they don't send a very clear list of what they actually want a lot of times. And the stuff that they be wanting sometimes be out of stock. Number one. Number two, that thing then moved all the way across the store. So it's not even where they said it would be. Well, just be a man or be a competent person and go look for it. I am. But since they moved it across the store, it's a little bit harder to find. Now, with the advent of apps, it should be a little bit easier. You download the app, you type in, you know, what you're looking for, or you can ask an associate. That'll be the best thing to do. But if you have to do that for pretty much everything, because you're working on, well, why don't you ever come to the store? A man might be working on other things, right? You have your job, he has his. Okay? But men don't get a lot of credit for the stuff that they do. They just say, he was never there. He's an absent father. And they go off of purely emotion instead of sitting down and saying, well, you know, what was he actually doing? Oh, yeah, I remember he had to take care of the car. Or he had to go help my dad with something. Or my mom was, you know, doing something and he had to go help my mom with something or fix my mom's car or come get my mom's car off the side of the road while I was with the kids. And you start to think, oh, he was actually doing stuff for the church, for the family. He just wasn't here in our faces.
Y'all believe in women's intuition?
Yeah.
If you can feel that your man is cheating, why can't you tell when he's unhappy?
I definitely agree. I think a lot of women are selfish in relationships, if we just gonna be honest in terms of their care. Like, they care about what they can benefit from, right? But when it comes to making sure that that man is solidified, making sure that that man is taken care of, that doesn't become a problem until he stops giving her what she wants.
So we have an update on the proud misandrist who says that women should cheat on men because all men can afford to be cheated on. Yeah, so she followed that up by doubling down and asking this question.
Is it the man's reaction to being cheated on that you're afraid of? Is it his
I responded like so. I said, oh, I'm worried his feelings will be hurt, and I'm also worried that your more extreme and radical takes discredit all the valid work you claim to do advocating against real issues. I've purchased 3 books from Black authors this month. I know that last part seems random, but she said at the end of her video that the only way she'll take any opinion seriously is if we show receipts that we support Black people. Anyway, she says, cheating is extreme to you. Have you seen what they do to us? To which I said, no, your take on cheating is extreme. I have. I've actually been knifed repeatedly and almost by a man. Then dozens of other men ensured he was taken care of and punished, helped me recover, and supported me. I would not want to hurt a man who didn't hurt me just because someone else did. There are also so many other flaws in her worldview, so let's point them all out. First of all, if a woman cheats on a man with another man or several other men, then all she's doing is sexually gratifying more men, therefore serving and centering more men, which seems anti-misinjury. So you're pretty bad at this. Next, you claim here that your business, because yes, this is all being posted from a business page, is a safe space for people, but per your own misinterest views, that can't possibly be true. Because you say that all men are bad because they are conditioned since birth to be bad. So even if a person who is assigned male at birth transitions into a woman, they have still spent their formative years being socialized and conditioned the same way every other man is. So per your own worldview, you are supposed to hate women. And if a person who was assigned female at birth transitions into a man, then you are invalidating their identity by not hating them as much as you would every other man and denying them the gender euphoria of experiencing your complete misinjury. Now, her absolutely unhinged takes would be pretty easy to ignore. However, there's one more criticism that I have for her, which is the fact that in every single video, she keeps saying that we need to show receipts for ourselves supporting Black women, which she totally does, even though she never shows us receipts of that. And you really need to hear this. Stop using people of color as your meat shield to defend your horrible, hateful takes. This whole co-opting of other demographics' adversities by liberal white women every time they're cornered is honestly an epidemic. I cannot believe that you are claiming to be an ally while using Black women as your sword and shield to defend your bigotry. I do not know what is going on with this "I'm not like the other white women, I'm different" pick-me act, but you only have one thing right here. You're not like the other women. You're worse, and we don't claim you.
Cleaning my wife's makeup palettes because they were dirty. I gotta admit, I'm getting a kick out of all these videos and clips I keep seeing. Yeah, it's a waste of makeup. I don't think everybody should do it. But I mean, just a few months ago, I was seeing tons of women washing men's gaming controllers and just ruining them. I'm hoping that they were just like a funny video and the controllers were already broken, but you know that there were some women actually doing it. Some women punish men so heavily for playing games that I think in the event that she does that on purpose to upset him, he should do the same thing back.
Fellas, let's have some real talk. A woman who doesn't respect men will never respect you. If she does not value men, she's not going to make an exception with you. These are the type of women who think men aren't needed. They tolerate men, but only for what they could take. To a woman like this, all you'll ever be is a utility. You are there to pay bills, be her emotional support, fix her problems, and stroke her ego so that she feels good. She's not there to respect you or provide you any value. She's there to drain you. And the more you allow it, the more you lose your time, your peace, and your confidence. And this isn't something that you could fix. No amount of game is going to fix this. A woman like this isn't going to all of a sudden wake up and start valuing you. She's entitled, and that entitlement runs deep. Dealing with or entertaining women who don't value men is asking for chaos. And the longer she's in your life, the more damage she's going to do. The time is now to stop allowing women like this to steal your energy, steal your peace, steal your time, steal your resources. Start setting boundaries for yourself. Stop entertaining women who don't respect or value you or respect or value men in general. Protect your peace like your life depends on it, because it does. Comment or DM me the word vet and I'll show you how to spot women like this before they waste another moment of your life.
Men ever thought about telling you how they feel while it's happening?
There is nothing we would love more than to be able to do that. But have women ever realized how they respond to men when that happens? Let me show you a prime example.
What is the most painful thing anyone has ever said to you?
It was definitely what my ex said after we had our closure moment.
She said that I was the person that got her out of her depression and got her outside. And then the moment that she realized she had to do that for me, she couldn't. And so she left me. I was in a very dark place. I had a lot of people at that time.
The moment this man opened up to her and explained to her how he was struggling because he was having deaths in his family, and how now the same way that he helped her get through her mess, he was in need of her to help him work through his. And she showed him why he should have never done that. For any of the ladies watching, you think this is a one-off? Go ahead and read the comments of this video. Any of the men who have experienced anything like this, please tell us about it. If your man is not opening up to you, it's because you have taught him it's not safe to. I know this is very hard for some ladies to comprehend, but maybe you should take some accountability in this one. Show some empathy for a man when he's struggling, instead of weaponizing it against him.
I think it's funny how guys will go years being single, never wanting a girlfriend, and then finally they get a girlfriend and their homies are like, oh my god, man, what happened? Is she real good in bed or something?
It takes this man so long to actually have a girlfriend because on average, it takes years for a man to find a woman that is loyal, supports the things that he has actually already built into his life, and is loving. These qualities in a woman make that man feel loved for who he is as a person. She's not trying to use him for what can benefit her, and she's not trying to change him. And look, the truth is that as long as this man is attracted to her, this will get her to girlfriend level. Now, to get to wife level, this does require something additional. And if this man is smart, which most men are nowadays, because no men are rushing to get married, they know the consequences of a failed marriage. This one thing is that he will wait to get reciprocation. Because when a man gets reciprocation from a woman, that man feels respected. He feels appreciated and he will feel desired. And that honestly, it convinces him that she values the relationship enough that she wouldn't just let it crumble apart so easily. She would be the type to really dig her heels in and fix the relationship issues before leaving. So in conclusion, ladies, if you really want that man to be with you, to choose you, and to marry you, show the reciprocation, show the effort, you will like the results.
We are literally in the Hunger Games of dating. It's nothing but lust and lies. It seems like everybody's cheating nowadays, and you don't know if it's with another woman or if it's with a man. STDs spreading around like confetti. Married men are the most single men on this earth. They out looking for a girlfriend when they got a whole wife. Like, sir, go home. Why did you even get married? It's only like 5 men left that don't have a baby mama. You gotta do detective work if you want to date somebody. Like, why does it have to be all that? You either want to be with somebody or you don't.
Is discussing the mental load and men asking to make a list because I'm not a mind reader.
I cannot stand when husbands tell their wives, just make me a list of all the things you want me to do. I'm not a mind reader. I always tell people, if you have me make a list, then I have to do more of the mental load. I now have to look at everything that needs to get done. Why doesn't your spouse, husband, boyfriend, whoever it is, see the exact same things that you see? Do they see that the toilet needs to be cleaned? Do they see that dinner needs to be made? Do they see that the house has to be cleaned? That laundry has to be done? That the kids have a birthday party coming up? That they need a gift? You should be able to see the exact same thing that your wife sees and do that, and your marriage should be going a hell of a lot better than what it already is, probably.
Yeah, totally disagree. It's not the first time I've disagreed with Kristen. But I get it. I get her perspective. I totally disagree. I'll tell you why. 1, we can't hear what you don't say. It's totally unfair to hold people to that standard. 2, I'm sorry, are we supposed to be in a relationship with ourselves? Is that what you're basically saying? Like we're all going to do the same. Like we're all going to be in charge of the kids' Christmas gifts for their friends. We're all going to be in charge of the toilet. We're all going to be, wait, I'm sorry. I thought we were in a relationship where we were going to say, hey, this is mine. This is yours. These are the things we're each doing, right? Like these are our responsibilities. Look, if both people are the breadwinner and both people are also the primary caregiver of the children. Okay, by the way, you then can't argue that we shouldn't have 50-50 custody, by the way. But arguably, if that's the pure relationship you have, where everyone, we like to cook the same, we're both equally good at cooking, neither of us is particularly likes or dislikes cooking, and we both should cook equally. Like, I get it, but that's usually not how actual people live.
Once again, we go back to the age-old question. This is a problem. Women need to address this. When somebody is walking you into an issue that you can clearly see the setup, And they walk right into it. Do you believe in women's intuition? Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. Absolutely. With all my heart. How come y'all can't see when your man is unhappy? You can tell when he's cheating, but you can't see when he was unhappy. Well, just something was off about him. When there's something off about his attitude when he was unhappy? Exactly. Y'all tuned in and selective with what you want. Selfish.
Women that go to the nightclub don't really care about talking to men anymore or getting to know men. They're not there to meet people. They're there to take pictures and post it on their Instagram.
Yes, true.
And then on top of that, it's a low ROI for the guy because I know if I go to the club, I'm going to be out easily hundreds, if not thousands of dollars just for the opportunity to talk to a bunch of women that aren't going to appreciate the interaction anyway. So for a lot of guys, they're kind of waking up and realizing, okay, I'm wasting time. I'm wasting money. This is a very low return on investment. What the am I doing here? And I'm going to go talk to a bunch of girls that don't want to talk to me anyway because they're on Instagram talking to NFL players.
Yeah.
So that's drastically woken a lot of guys up and realized like it's very tough for me to compete here. And then there's guys here at the club that have a section that I can't compete with. So this is why a lot of guys are like saying like, why the am I here? It's that I'll be very honest about this. Women's standards are too goddamn high for what they bring back in exchange. A lot of girls want, I need you to be tall. I need you to have money. I need you to have status. I need you to have charisma. I need you to be funny. I need you to like dogs. All this dumb that quite frankly, most of you women don't even qualify for. A lot of you guys want a guy that's 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, but you're a 3 out of 10. And it's like, well, you might get that guy to have sex with you, but are you going to be able to keep him long term? Probably not. Most of them can't. So, but the issue with women is what they think they can attract, they think they can retain, and it's two different things. Attaining a guy versus retaining a guy are two different things. But a girl thinks, I went on a date with this guy. I've hung out with NFL players before. I've dated this guy. I got smashed by this guy. Oh, I think I could probably retain this guy. You can't a lot of time.
You know, one thing I'm going to tell you right now is I've been single for so long that I'm starting to enjoy it. I'm starting to enjoy the travels. I'm starting to enjoy work even more. I'm starting to enjoy making new friends and meeting new people. I always thought being alone was going to be rough. I always wanted the wife, the kids, the money, the cars, the house. That's all I wanted was just a wife and a kid in reality. But being alone has made me accept that. Maybe sometimes it takes a little bit of time to find your true love. Right now, you're just enjoying life. Every step, every breath I take, I'm blessed to be alive. I'm never taking things for granted, and I appreciate the memories that I'm creating. I love my life. Don't get me wrong, I love my life. But life is getting just so much better every single minute, just enjoying it and not stressing about when am I going to get married? When am I going to get married? Where am I going to find somebody? I'm honestly truly happy. I'm truly happy. I felt that. I truly felt that.
The I'm the prize mentality has absolutely corroded Gen Z dating culture. Both people on the feminist side of the argument and red pill side of the argument keep taking this individualistic look at partnership. Only focusing on, well, men should do this, women should do that, this is the type of partner that I deserve, and then not actually taking the accountability to look inward and say, okay, what would that kind of partner want from me? Take Myron Gaines, for example, talking about how he wants a submissive woman. You know, he makes all this money, he wants a girl who's going to be physically attractive and is going to do labor and is going to want to raise kids and do all this. But then he doesn't believe in monogamy. And that type of submissive woman is usually pretty traditional and is going to want a monogamous relationship. On the other side, there's a lot of women who do not understand what feminism actually is going towards. And that is removing the infantilization of women and going towards a more egalitarian society. Thus wanting to place patriarchal expectations on men of being able to provide, make more money than you. You can't have your cake and eat it too. At the end of the day, if you're dating, the prize is the partner that you're gonna get. Thus, if you're going to raise your standards, you're going to have to raise yourself up to them too. And considering what that type of partner would expect from you. A happy, healthy, fruitful relationship with a person that you desire is the prize. And so it's far more important for both sides to say, okay, this is the type of person I want. What do I have to emulate in myself to be able to get that type of partner? I think once we refocus the lens and remember that the prize is the relationship itself, not one partner or the other, Gen Z will be able to have a lot more healthy, happy relationships.
Dear Steve Harvey, ever since you told women to act like a lady and think like a man, I've been seeing more women take their own trash out. Reposting Justin Little Boy and how they don't need a man, but got they cash up in the bio asking for a handout. I mean, you say you want a man, but you ain't doing nothing to stand out. Remember, Gina still got married to Martin. Y'all rather take the Tommy and Pam route. I mean, you say you want a man, but you just want an enabler that's going to tell you you right in every situation. You want a traditional man to pay your traditional rent, but you got a modern day attitude in a modern generation. It don't work like that. And half the men you talk to ain't got jobs and don't work like that. I mean, you say you want a provider, but all you got to bring to the table is baggage, and it's okay as long as it's a Birkin bag. Talking about how with the right man, you naturally gonna submit. Man, you got a reality TV show attitude. Ain't no man gonna deal with that. But I guess Derek Jackson told you your worth. You held on to every word when he spoke on your hurt. Every post he made, you reposted it first. I don't know what's worse, him cheating on his wife or you following him after he praised her, then he made her feel insecure. But I guess Kevin Samuels can't be taken seriously. I mean, how you want a high value man when your value is low spiritually? I mean, I guess the ace in the metaphor is a man telling you right because that's the only time you listening. I mean, you say you want a man, but you bash men every time men are being mentioned.
Yo, entitlement be having these average looking women talking crazy.
So I paid for Hinge-X and I literally ran out of people on day one. I paid for whatever the most expensive Hinge membership is. I did 1 week, and I'm pretty sure it's Hinge-X, but whatever the $25 a week one is, I paid for 1 week. I ran out of people in 1 day. I have only had the membership for 1 day, and it's already saying, oops, we're out of people. Change your parameters. You know what my parameters are? My parameters are 6'2" and above, anywhere between age 29 and 34. And then I bumped it up to 35, ran out of people again. How is there no one between the ages of 29 and 35, 6'2" and above in LA? This is one of the biggest cities ever. I don't know if I'm just not attracted to the people that they're showing me. Like, they weren't cute. I'm gonna be so honest, but I tried to give a few people a chance. I think I sent maybe 2 or 3 likes out of everyone, and I've already ran out of people. It's day one. I keep going back to the app. There's no more people. How?
Yo, the entitlement with this woman is insane. She needs Invisalign more than she needs a dude above 6'2". Like, I don't think she understands, like, 6'2" and above, it's like 4%. It's not that much of the population, especially your age range is between 29 and like 35. And then she says, these guys are not even cute. Yo, shorty, you are average at best. The entitlement and free attention just overinflate this ego. This is like a drive-through McDonald's worker applying for a CEO job of a company and wondering why the math is not adding up. The expectations with this one are insane, so your options shrink, but the expectations don't. Like, she has to understand, even Hinge is telling her, yo, you need to change your parameters. Like, yeah, because you are overinflating what the hell you looking for. I don't know how tall she is, but I doubt she needs a dude over 6'2". And then she's thinking she looks crazy good. It's because dudes be giving chicks like this, average women, free attention, and they're like, yeah, I'm the and she got that syndrome right now. Not for nothing with the grill that she got, she's only getting back shots because I don't even want to look at you.
I have this theory around high value men is the language, right?
Yeah, I love that.
In quotation marks for anyone listening, high value men. It is something that men say to other men, I believe. I've never heard a woman in my life say the term high value man. And when men talk about it, they're talking about money and muscles and status, right?
Yeah.
I think that what women want is high quality men, which is what you said. It's effort, it's emotional connection. It's like having some actual intellect, some emotional depth, being able to know what you want, to show up and be consistent.
Yes.
And they are literally worlds away. Like, you can have a high quality man who doesn't have, you know, the money and the cars or whatever. And you can have a high value man who is literally a trash panda.
The only way this relationship has any chance at surviving is if you start to be honest. You would have already left if you didn't have hope. So that tells me you want this to work somehow. The only way that can ever happen is through respectful, vulnerable honesty. And you telling them, this relationship doesn't work for me. Is that hard? Absolutely. Welcome to the fork in the road. We either move in a healthier direction together, or as difficult as it is, I move in a healthier direction by leaving. And there's still a lot of healing that needs to take place. But you have to come to the place where you're okay if this relationship ends. And even more, this relationship has to end. We can either build another relationship together as a team, or I have to leave. But either way, this relationship is. This relationship, with all its toxicity, is gone. I will no longer tolerate either of us showing up in destructive ways that hurt each other. I will no longer shove my feelings down because I know now that they only come back out in other destructive ways. I will no longer make excuses for either of us. We're both either going to do better or I'm going to do better on my own. I will not have a relationship where someone constantly criticizes me or makes fun of me or invalidates or dismisses my feelings or just plain ignores how I feel loved. It's just not going to happen. I'm going to start being respectfully vulnerable and honest about my feelings and needs. And I'm going to put distance between people in my life who punish me for doing that.
I personally think that men are basically all the same. Men just want a nice, sweet, supportive woman. You don't even have to be that beautiful. Like, don't be fat, like go to the gym, eat healthy, put a little bit of makeup on, not too much. But ultimately, men just want a supportive, kind, sweet woman. He's gonna go out there, take on the world, do all these difficult things, and he just wants to go home and know that there's peace, there's food on the table, the house is clean. It's really not that difficult. All men want the same thing.
And I like what Myron was saying. I know if I go to the club as a man, easily hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, just for the opportunity to talk to a woman. These modern women, they act like they're not cheap, or they act like they're not shopping on. They act like they be just shopping at Nordstrom. They just be going in there and getting the most expensive perfumes. One of these super expensive department stores. You don't shop there. You don't be there. You be on Shein. And then you get you sew a pin onto it and make it look like it was Louis Vuitton. It's not. And real people be like, where'd that come from? Is that what collection is that? Oh, you know, it's the spring 2026 collection. That ain't it. She made that up. That's fake. Because that's what modern women be doing. They be manufacturing their lives. And they think because they fake it till they make it, a man should pay for that. Absolutely not.